Hi guys, it's Delisa and I'm coming to you today with a vocal analysis on Sade. Okay, so I have my notes. So I wanted to say first, I do feel like Sade is a contralto. I feel like that could have gone without saying. What kind of contralto? She's probably just a lyric contralto. And I think what makes her voice really unique is where her voice shines. I don't know if I would call it where it breaks, but her whole tessitura is just set kind of low. The thing with Sade is she doesn't necessarily have the biggest voice in terms of size, weight, or range. Usually when you hear contralto, you're really looking forward to hearing how low they sing. And she doesn't necessarily sing super low. I didn't really hear her do anything below like an E3. And I typically don't hear her sing above maybe an E flat 5, if she's ever really gone that high. So she doesn't really display this huge range, but what I notice about her that makes me feel like, okay, she's definitely a contralto, because there are some people that can have that cavernous sound that has that woof feeling to it, and she definitely has that. But I think what makes her different from somebody like, let's say, Toni Braxton or an Anita Baker is really how her voice changes throughout her registers. So, or her vocal breaks. So, for example, by the time she hits middle C, which is a C4, she's in full chest. Especially once she hits like an E4, she just kind of sits on that note the way that, let's say, a higher voice would sit on a like an A4 or a B. That's like her big note. Let me see something. Yeah, like, this is no ordinary love, no ordinary love. Most people wouldn't put their hook so low. It would probably be more like, that's high for me. This is no ordinary love, no ordinary love. It just feels more like your voice is blossoming, but her voice blossoms a lot lower. The other thing is, by the time she gets to that A4 that I just played, A4 to B4, she's in a straight up, well, a lot of times she's in head voice. So usually, again, pop singers, that's not a head voice note for them. That's usually not. That's usually a full belt for them. Again, that's usually where the hook would sit. But she usually, not all the time, but she's usually in a head voice there. And the thing with Sade is, her whole vibe is that Afro. I don't even know if it's Caribbean, because African music sounds very much like Caribbean, but that smooth R&B, like with the African vibe. And so typically African style music doesn't require a lot. It doesn't require you to sing from your guts, I guess is what I'm saying. So she has a laid back vibe anyway. So I guess what I'm saying is it would be hard to expect her to just display what she's really capable of, because the other thing I noticed with her is that she's kind of throaty, and not to say that she doesn't have moments where she really is singing, but it doesn't happen like all the time. And I just think that's because of stylistic choices. I think she's capable of more than what she displays as far as range, power, and all of that. But I feel like what she does fits her music. What did I write down? I do feel like a lot of what she does is well supported. I don't know. Personally, I feel like my aesthetic, I like music to do a lot more. So even though I have an appreciation for Sade's music, I can't say that I just love listening to Sade's music, because I'm always vocally and musically looking for more things to happen. And that doesn't necessarily happen with her. So it becomes a little difficult to do a full like vocal analysis on somebody who doesn't really sing a lot. She just has like a really great tone. And it's not that she just doesn't sing at all, but I don't feel like lovers of Sade are loving her because she's just singing her face off. That's just not what Sade's music is about. But I can definitely say that I feel like she's a contralto because she has this deep richness in her voice, and her tessitura is really low. You can hear her voice breaks in different moments than what a mezzo soprano or a soprano would break in, even with similar range. So yeah, that's how I feel about Sade. I'm sorry. I hope it wasn't too short. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and share. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.